Many of us struggle to write on a regular basis. Work, relationships, and laziness settle in to keep us from writing. We're often never in the mood to write. Are there any ways of overcoming this? In this video, we'll look to habits of successful writers and how they approach the challenge of writing. One of the best habits most successful writers possess is the ability to write every day without fail. Stephen King writes 10 pages every single day of the week, even on holidays. Ernest Hemingway pledged to write at least 500 words a day, and contrary to popular belief, never wrote while drunk. Successful authors know that the mood rarely strikes when we want it to. Inspiration or our best ideas come and go as they please, without consideration to our needs or schedules. This is why developing a daily regimen of writing, a certain number of hours, pages, or words, each and every day is a primary ingredient to your success. Write every day, or at least most days of the week. Make it a habit and you'll never struggle to find the time or the motivation. Another good habit is to get up and work early. Many authors, including Charles Dickens and Franz Kafka, would rise early in the morning to begin writing. Our energy is most potent shortly after we wake and only gets weaker as the day progresses. If you want to get the most out of your writing potential, work on writing first thing in the morning when you're brimming with ideas. Waiting until after the day is done, after work and school when you're drained and tired, will only result in poor output, or worse yet, no output at all. A third habit that many successful writers possess is the almost superhuman power to turn off their inner critic. While writing, you are very prone to criticizing your own work. This can trigger self-defeating thoughts. How many times have you written something and thought to yourself, "This sucks," or "I'll never make it," or "Nothing I work on turns out right"? We've all been there. Even the successful writers feel their own inner critics destroying their work before it can even get off the ground. But they have a secret that few others know about. They shut off their own criticism until the time is right. Just like a baby is prone to the elements, so too is a piece of writing in its early stages. You have to keep it shielded from self-defeating thoughts and habits before it's fully formed. Once your piece of writing has matured, you can then open it to your own criticism, and then to that of others. And that's the fourth good writing habit of successful writers. Many of us are afraid to have others look at our work. We're afraid of being criticized, afraid of being put into the spotlight, being exposed to others. But that's the name of the writing game. The whole point is to have others read it. Successful writers know that not everyone will like their writing. In fact, they know most people won't. But that's okay. You don't need most people. You need just enough. And in order to bring your writing to the next level, a professional level, you have to let others review it, criticize it, and sometimes tear it apart. Your editors are going to rip your writing to shreds. But you'll pick those pieces back up and build your story from them even stronger than before. Your writing will never be as good as it can be without input from others. And many times, much of that input will be negative. But you'll get stronger and your writing will become clearer and more effective. Let others tear it down so you can build it back up. A fifth and final good habit of successful writers is a bit of a wild card. Many successful writers have strange rituals that help them write. Of course, these rituals don't actually have a magical effect, but they come close. You see, the human mind is a very elastic thing. You can trick your brain into believing all kinds of wacky things, and some wacky ideas can translate to lots of success. Scott Adams, the famous creator of the Dilbert comic strip, uses daily affirmations. Each day he writes a few simple sentences about what he wants to accomplish. "I will be a successful cartoonist" was one that he used for years before he made it big in the comic world. Adams wrote this sentence up to 15 times daily, each and every day, and he still does. Famous novelist Dan Brown hangs upside down in what he calls inversion therapy. Brown claims that this helps him overcome writer's block. Victor Hugo, author of such lasting works as The Count of Monte Cristo and Les Miserables, spent up to 2 hours a day plunged in ice water baths. Do these odd rituals actually give these creators their amazing talent? In a way, they do. These habits are specific to the individual. And because they've become habits and are so deeply associated with writing and creativity, each time that they are done, they are believed to work. If every day you eat lunch when the clock strikes 1, you've developed a ritual. Even if you're not feeling hungry, when you see the clock turn to 1 p.m., your hunger will instantly materialize. You've trained your mind and body to respond to the stimulus of the ritual. A personal ritual to foster your writing skills will work in the same way. Take a lesson from some of the most brilliant minds in the business and try it for yourself. For more writing and creative videos, please subscribe to the Writer's Realm channel by hitting the subscribe button below. If you're interested in improving your writing and creativity even more, visit the Writer's Realm website at www.writers-realm.com. You can sign up for free in just a few seconds. On the next video, we'll be going over the 5 best ways to find inspiration. Until then, happy writing.